What's up to everybody out there? I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic as usual. In this video, we're going to be going over the Ganzo G729 Spyderco Para 2 clone. And if that is something you are into, stick around for the rest of the video, y'all. Let's go. So again, hope everyone's been doing absolutely fantastic. Ace here with Carolina Cutlery and Gear. If you're into knives and gear, but mainly knives, we're leaning more towards that, then this is the channel for you. In this video, as I said earlier, we're going to be going over the Ganzo G729 Spyderco Para 2 clone. I'm just going to call it that because it looks very, very similar to the Spyderco Para 2 knife. I have the the Emerson version, the Wave of that, and that was a Blade Ops exclusive, and I have it on me. We'll do some comparison on that. This knife's gonna run you about $20-ish. The handles come in this green. Gosh damn it, I just can't get it. That fluidity, but here we go. Comes in that green canvas color. OD green, whatever you want to call that. Black as well. There's a gray that's really cool. So for $20-ish, this is a decent knife. This is a good starter knife, or a knife that you want to give to maybe like, you know, one of your friends that's just getting into knife collecting, or just likes knives in general but doesn't really care about the fancy shit like we do. This would be great. This would be a good beater knife. Somebody's working a construction site, you know. My neighbor would love this knife because he's like digging fucking nails out and all types of shit, ruining his his knives. But it's those like Walmart specials, you know, where you can just tear them up and you know, get another one. This would be one of those knives for sure. Now it has this, you know, access lock on there. I'll just refer to it as that. It's not, you know, Benchmade's the access, but since that patent ran out, you're seeing a lot of knives now with this, with the lock bar access lock on it. This doesn't have, I mean, it has it, it's not very smooth. Like, oh, well, there I got it. But generally, to open it, like, to hold it like that and to flick it open, not gonna happen. You have to really force this thing open. It doesn't have a lot of grace and fluidity like the Para 2, but we're talking much more money when it comes to the Spyderco Para 2. And the steel, y'all, on this is a 4040C. You see that in a lot of budget knives out there. So you have your 4040C. Now, I mean, like I said, y'all, this is very, very similar to the Para 2 all day long. Even with the positioning of the pocket clip on there, it's identical. Of course, I'm going to pull the other one out for show and tell, but just want to get some of this, you know, basic stuff out of the way. You know, it's a fun little knife. You know, I just thought I'd just get it so we could do a little review on it. Am I going to keep it? No, I'm not. I'll be sending it back. I mean, if this access lock bar, I forgot what they're even calling it, whatever Ganzo's calling it. I don't even know, but we're just gonna once again refer to it as the access lock, even though it's not a Benchmade knife. So we'll get that out the way. It's got that finger hole on there, just like that Spyderco, and to finger flick this is just not happening. I suck at it anyways, but this is just, like I said, it's not a very graceful and very smooth action. Maybe over time, maybe after 100-ish deploys of this knife, it'll open up, or you could, you know, open up this knife and tweak it yourself if you're into that. But for $20-ish, not really sure you want to go that in depth when it comes to this, you know, budget carry knife. I said budget carry knife, this budget knife. So I'll get it right. I'll get that stuttering right. But until then, the show will go on. And if you hear the chainsaws going in the background, once again, people are still trimming up their property from all the trees down from the ice storm that we had here recently. So forgive me for the chainsaw noise. So the other knife reviews, y'all, that I have up on this channel, go check them out. Number one. Number two, definitely subscribe. I will totally appreciate it. And if you're into knives, this is the channel for you to laugh, have a good time, all that good shit, because it's flyby, it's fluidity reviews. I will have the information up on the screen, the different color handles that you can get on this, and the information and the specs regarding this Ganzo G729, but it is the Spyderco clone once again. This knife, y'all, for a budget knife, for a $20-ish knife, if you're just starting off, or if you're just starting off, because my whole point is this knife is $20-ish, but for like $20-ish more, you could get a Spyderco Endura if you shopped around for it. So that's kind of my little waffly balancing. But if you're just new to knives, you want to give a knife to somebody and not break the budget, this would be great. This would be a good little starter knife for sure. This thing has excellent lockup on it, y'all. Like, just fantastic lockup. No side to side, no back and forth whatsoever. I mean, so for $20-ish, again, this thing is, good. I'm not going to keep it because I'm sorry, I'm a snob. I'm into more expensive knives nowadays. So this is not for me, but I thought it'd be fun to review it and such, because this thing is going to come up on your Amazon feed all day. But if you're into something you want to beat up, or just throw in the vehicle or a pack that you just forget about, just in case you forget your main knife, you're like, oh shit, I got my other Ganzo, my Spyderco clone, in my backpack, so you could throw it in there for that. So enough talk about the Spyderco Para 2. Let me get it out of my pocket so we can do a comparison with it and wrap it all up. So let's do that now. So y'all, of course, you have the Spyderco Para 2 right here. Mine is the Emerson Wave version. This is a Blade Ops exclusive, or one of those drops. I can kind of spider flick this, but I suck at spider flicking knives, especially this one, because it's a little large for me to get it, but I'll get it one of these days. But this knife just feels so great when you open it up, versus obviously this right here. But this, everyone has one of these in their collection that's into knives. If it's not this exact version of it's going to be a different version. The Tonto, these come in a million different flavors, and there's a reason for it. This is a standard. It's an absolute fantastic knife. It's just such a great knife. But let me just stay focused on this right here. Not about this, about this. All right, also you have the Para 2 right here, the Emerson Wave on it. Let me get better camera angle. I'm like all off. So there you go. Emerson Para 2 with the Ganzo G729, the clone. Very, very similar. I mean, that's obviously the point. Just to get that good blade design, of course. Copy that great blade design and quality. A lot of budget knives will do that, which is fine. No big deal there. Very, very similar, stock and all. But yeah, Para 2. Ganzo G729. An absolute night and day difference between obviously this Para 2 and this Ganzo, because this is much more expensive. This is a much more expensive knife, but I have beaten the crap out of this knife, and it still has just an amazing edge on it as well. This Ganzo came very sharp as well, though, too. I mean, it came very, very sharp. It's got a nice slicey edge on it. I mean, it came very, very, very sharp for a $20-ish knife. I mean, it really did. And there's some expensive knives that I bought that have come very dull. So great on the sharpness there. And y'all, just so we can get it out of the way, the knife of the day, what I am carrying today is the Wee Roxy 3. This is absolutely one of my favorite knives in my collection, but this is the Wee Roxy 3. Love this knife. It's my absolute, like, probably top 3 favorite in my collection right now as we speak. It may just be in the top 3 position indefinitely. I love this knife. It's just got great action. So this is the knife of the day for me, the Wee Roxy 3. So y'all, as I said earlier, the pocket clips on the Ganzo and the Spyderco are pretty much the same. I mean, they sit exactly the same in the pocket. The Ganzo is just a little bit more stiff in tension, of course. No big deal. It's a $20-ish knife. But so that's like the biggest thing on that, as well as the Spyderco can deploy straight out of the pocket. That particular Spyderco, because it has that wave on it. If it was non-wave, of course, it'd be the same action. You would pop it out You could spider flick it as well, but for the most part, obviously the pocket clips are basically the same. They ride the same in the pocket, so that's how it is. That's how it is on that pocket clip. Just your standard pocket clip on there. You could probably change that out for one of those Lynch pocket clips. It's Lynch something, but they make a deep carry pocket clip for the Spydercos and other model knives as well. So if you did want to like invest another $20 to a deep carry pocket clip on a $20-ish knife, then you could do that, but I have no idea why you would, but food for thought. So y'all, once again, my name is Ace with Carolina Cutlery and Gear. If you're into knives and gear and all that good stuff, but especially knives, then definitely hit subscribe and all that good stuff. This is the Ganzo 729 Para 2 clone in 4040C. I have mine in the OD green, and it's just a great little budget knife, budget knife, because it's lower than like $40, so it's $20-ish. Has that access lock on there. I don't know what Ganzo's calling it. They can't call it the access lock, but it'll be on the screen and all that good stuff of what they're calling it. It probably is some type of generic name for their locking system on it. But for $20-ish, y'all, somebody out there would really like this. If I was just starting off and I didn't know too much about knives, this would be a fantastic knife to start my journey into my knife collecting world. And just starting off, if I didn't know better and I saw this at Walmart or Target or Ace Hardware store, I'd absolutely buy this knife. But am I going to keep this? I am not, because as I said, I am a knife snob, and this was just for fun here to do the review on this knife, since it is a Spyderco Para 2 clone, but you can't say that, of course, but we know out there that it definitely is that. So once again, y'all, my name is Ace with Carolina Cutlery and Gear. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go check out some of my other videos as well. Don't forget to smile. Make somebody else smile too, y'all. And I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.